Hi everyone, I'm Mariko. I'm a Sydney-based artist and musician also known as DestroyerMariko, and today I'm going to be reviewing some leggings from Punk Rave Australia. Before we begin though, just a reminder that these were sent to me as a gift, but I'll be giving you my full honest opinion as always. Also, if you'd like to skip ahead to the unboxing, I'll put a time code up here, or if you'd like to skip straight to the try-on, I'll put a time code here because we are going to do some introductory stuff, and let's get to it. So to begin with, let's pop over to the website. As you can see, we'll be looking at the Steampunk metal wheel and rivet distressed leggings. Now at the time of filming, they are listed as sold out, but anytime you see that, you can actually sign up to be notified when they become available again, so that's really handy. Anyway, so the reason I put these on my wish list was because I'd never seen leggings like this before, and I really like the look of the details, and all those details are above the knee too, so you could comfortably wear them with really tall boots if you wanted and still show off all of that. I think my favorite detail is the spiked wheel thing, which looks pretty cool, but I also love distressed fabric, so it's really great to see that returning here as well in another Punk Rave product. As for this chart here, you only need to pay attention to the fabric details. The next image is the global size chart, and that's what you actually use for sizing. So as usual, I'm going to be a small. Okay, so shipping. As you can see, it was sent in a small Australia Post satchel, and it took about a week to arrive. So I think the order went through on Monday, and then it was listed as posted on Wednesday, and that's when I got all the tracking details from Australia Post, and then it arrived the following Monday after that. Now for Punk Rave Australia, that's a little bit longer than usual, but not by a lot, so no dramas there. Now things have slightly changed for the way that Punk Rave Australia is using Australia Post. So in the past, the post, you would just sort of leave the package out the front of your house somewhere, and that'd be it. But now Punk Rave Australia is actually, I think they put insurance on it, and they're actually requiring you to be home and sign for it. And I mean, I have mixed feelings about that because as I'm sure some of you know, if you've dealt with the postage system in Australia, every now and then you get one of those posties who like doesn't even check to see if you're home, and they kind of just leave one of those cards and make you pick it up at the post office later, and you're like, oh my god, I was here, why didn't you ring the doorbell? So yeah, there's that. And I like, when I know something's coming, I tend to be a little bit like, oh my god, I have to wait for the thing, and I'll just sort of be like, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And so that's a little bit difficult for me in that sense. I sort of wait for it like a crazy person. However, I do understand it as like a security option to make sure that your package doesn't go missing, and I actually had really good luck. We got a really good postie guy, you know, who actually came to the door, and he was also really nice to my dogs who were sort of woofing and excited. So yeah, that was really cool. But actually, when you're ordering this item, do check where it's shipping from, because even though mine came from Australia, it does say when it comes back in stock, it's going to be coming from China instead, and I discussed that in my previous review. Shipping from China actually is a lot faster, but that's because they use a courier service, which is also more expensive. So that means when you're ordering something from China, you do have to spend a little bit extra in order to get the free shipping compared to how much you have to spend to get free shipping from Australia. So I hope that makes sense, and yeah, just keep an eye on it. And finally, before we open the package, we've got to talk about communication and customer service. So this is always hard to talk about because once the order goes through, I've never had any reason to get back in touch to inquire about it or whatever. However, I do have correspondence with Punk Rave Australia as a reviewer, and I guess that interaction is kind of like the closest we can get for me to be able to tell you what it would be like if you did have an issue and you did need to get in touch. Usually I've got to say they're pretty good. However, in the last few months, especially in July, I think, it felt like they became a little bit more distant and disorganized. And I actually freaked out, kind of worried a bit, like what if something's gone wrong there, just because it was so out of character. I mean, I realized it was actually probably more to do with end of financial year, because a lot of businesses get pretty busy with tax around that time, but yeah, it was weird. Also, I should note, I think this is why I didn't have a review go up in July. Punk Rave Australia actually controls the schedule of all these videos, so I've no control over that. My previous video with the horn hoodies and the pants, that was actually filmed at the end of June. So yeah, it was a little bit unusual that they waited so long to post it, but hey, it went up in early August, better late than never, and I'm sure they had their reasons. But anyway, now that it's August, things seem to be back on track, so I think that was probably just a blip, and you know, all the service and communication is back to normal. You know, things happen from time to time, and yeah, I think that's all sorted, so let's do this. Package within a package. So inside the main satchel, there's another one. All right, here we go. Boink! Okay, so here it is. It's in one of those Punk Rave bags that we've gotten used to. Ooh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. It's falling out on me. Bubble wrap! Okay, so here they are. quite long, so I can't fit them all in camera just yet. We'll do that later. Okay, cool. So you can see there's a few different sections going on across it. On this top section, you've got some really smooth, stretchy kind of material, which feels nice. The next section down is that distressed fabric, so you can kind of see all the rips in it. Then we've got the decorative section, and then the last section is the leg area, and that's actually, it's not just the same smooth material as up the top, it's actually got this kind of texture, which is a bit like the glue texture on the pants that I tried last time, but they're still stretchy. You can see this is the leg bottom, there's a little bit of stretch in there. So I suppose the important part that we're all interested to know about is the decorations, right? So you've got these cute little metal squares, but check out that spiky, like, it's actually got spikes in two directions. That's really cool. And like, yeah, it's metal and it's actually pointy. So I'm really pleased with that. The spiky wheel is on this sort of strap. I'm not really sure what it's made of. I mean, it gives me the impression of leather, but it's kind of thin, so I don't think it is. And you've also got these little Punk Rave buttons that they're actually adjustable, so you can widen it or tighten it as you need. And hey, check out that stretch at the top. That's pretty good. I think these will fit really nicely. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and try these on. Okay, so this is how the leggings look on me. This is the full outfit, and we'll also do a close-up. As usual, I'm gonna put my measurements in one corner and the leggings measurements in the other corner. So we'll do a twirl and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so here's a close-up. Okay, so I guess let's start off talking about size and fit. So as you can imagine, because they're leggings and they've got a reasonable amount of stretch, there's no issues with it. I think they're slightly tighter than the last leggings I tried, but you know, no problems at all. I do think they were ever so slightly long on me, so if you're a taller person, you do have a little bit of extra space in there. I think maybe the last thing I have to say about size and fit is actually more to do with the fabric. So you remember when we were opening the package and we went through all the different kinds of the fabric, yeah? So at the top of the leggings is actually really, really stretchy. So that'll fit you no matter what. That was really good. I will say the fabric on the legs is a little bit tighter, a little bit less flexible. So didn't cause any problems for me. I just thought it was kind of interesting. So yeah, but I think you do want to just stick to the regular size chart and you should be fine. And then I guess speaking of fabric and also the way it feels, because it's just leggings, like there's not really a whole lot to say, there's nothing complicated going on, so it kind of just feels like a second skin as you would expect leggings to be. You don't feel any of the decorations because they're all external, so yeah, no issues, it just feels like how leggings should feel. As for how it looks, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, I did wear the shortest skirt thing I could find so that you could see more of the details. I think the sort of dilapidated fabric doesn't really show as much because that's so high up, like you're only going to get a hint of it, but I'm really happy with the metal bits and the spiked wheel is really cool. And then actually the legs below that, like I mentioned you could wear really tall boots to cover it up and you'd still be able to see the details, but actually the legs are kind of interesting as well because of the kind of fabric that they are. When I look down, to me it almost looks like I'm wearing really skinny jeans, so I find that really interesting. Let me just grab the camera and I'll give you a view of what I'm seeing. Okay, so here's my view. You can see there's the dilapidated fabric and they kind of get a little bit covered. They don't get this covered when I'm standing up, but yeah, they get a little bit hidden, but you can see these really nicely, and oh my god, I just hit myself on the spikes. But yeah, and then can you see now in this lighting, the fabric, oh my god, I already have dog fur and everything. You can see in this lighting, like they kind of almost look like pants, which is really interesting. Yeah, you can see the fabric, there's a bit more fabric than what I need, so it's sort of bunching up like that. But yeah, I just needed to sort that out a bit properly. Yeah, no, it's a really cool effect. Yeah, and I like that it has these square things. They almost kind of match my shoes, hey? That's pretty cool. Anyway, back to talking about stuff. Okay, so yeah, I'm really happy with these leggings. They're really cool, and I'm just now trying to decide, like, should I wear these on Sunday? So, I don't know when you guys are going to be seeing this video, but actually this Friday, August 16th, is my birthday, and instead of having a party, I'm going to be doing another performance. It's my first performance in about a year, and I've got a new song to show you, so I'm really excited, and yeah, I've got to work out what to wear. Anyway, so if you happen to see this in time and you're in Sydney on Sunday the 18th of August, I'll be performing at Chicks with Pics open mic at the Townie in Newtown. I think the gig starts at 5 p.m, but I'll be hitting the stage at 9 p.m. But if you're watching this in the future or for whatever reason you can't make it, don't worry, because I am going to try and get some footage to put up on my DestroyerMariko YouTube channel. So yeah, keep an eye on that. Come over and subscribe if you haven't. I'm really excited because, you know, new song, but also kind of nervous because, yeah, haven't performed in ages, and I'm also going to be using a new growl technique, so hopefully it all goes well. Anyway, I think that's all for this review. Thank you to Punk Rave Australia for sending me another great item. If you want to get one yourself, there's a good good chance there'll be a discount code in the video description, so scroll down and have a look for that. Also, if you like these kinds of reviews, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the notification bell, all the things, you know the drill. Oh my god, did I rhyme almost? That was kind of weird. Whoops. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.